Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
And I'm Brianna Motzkis. We're from the Fabric Patch in Ephrata, Washington.
And today we're just going to do a really fast little trunk show. We have been working on a bunch of our shop samples, and although maybe you've seen them behind us during some of our Fabric Chat episodes, we're just going to do a quick little down and dirty showing and telling so that you can get all caught up with what's new.
My daughter and I have owned and operated a busy quilt shop in Washington State for over 20 years. We have a retreat center, an active YouTube channel, and a large pattern line featuring our creations. My two sons work on machines. One daughter-in-law is our videographer and the other is a long-arm quilter. We are a family that love each other, we laugh together, and every once in a while we get some work done. We have a crew that are saints for their efforts at keeping us on track. Thanks for joining us on our wild ride.
So we're going to start the trunk show off with one of mine. This is Slice and Dice. It calls for 32 10-inch squares. 35, 10-inch squares. You can also, though, of course, cut your own out of fat quarters, half-yard cuts, whatever you want, or pick up a layer cake from one of your favorite collections. This one in particular we are out of. It is marbles. We do have yardage if you want to get some half-yard cuts. The other thing you need along with your 35 10-inch squares is a 1.25 yards of accent. So this really cool purple piece to go between your pieces. It's also going to go as a first border. And if you want an outer border, you need 1 2/3 yards. But it makes a super fast lap size quilt. You can make it for your queen size, king size bed. Just each 10-inch square you have will make one block.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Let's see, down here on the floor, we have, this one is called Simply Charming. The pattern looks like this, also available. And Brianna's pattern also, it could be an immediate download or a printed version. And for Simply Charming, you can make this out of 5-inch squares, which makes a quilt roughly about this big. And it takes a charm pack and an accent color. Or you can do the exact same process, the pattern tells you both, out of a layer cake. So again, a package of 10-inch squares and then with a couple of borders. So makes a really large version of it. And of course, we just like to point out that on the backs of our quilts, we love Minky. This one also. And I know that it's difficult to feel the weight of a quilt or to sense that, but it's just so nice. Has a nice little heavy feel to it. So we like those. So that one is Simply Charming.
And with the 10-inch squares, you can easily make a queen size quilt in a day.
Yeah.
So if you need to whip something out for a wedding really fast or whatever you need, a 10-inch square makes a large quilt very, very quickly.
Yes. All right. Sorry. Okay, so this one is called Fuss Bucket. This is one of my patterns. Again, same idea. You can get a immediate download or a printed version. And this one is a really versatile quilt. So this one, you just need, I think it is a 1/2 yard. A 1/2 yard of a large print, or if you have a panel, something that has 6.5-inch blocks, that's what's in the center here. The rest of this is made up of 6 fat quarters. And then it is just 2 yards for this sashing and this first border. And look at how big, can you tell from the, this is a big quilt. This is a pretty good sized quilt. So it's roughly, it would fit a twin bed. You could just get a little bit of extra yardage and go ahead and make it a queen. And it is super, super fast. So really fast. We do have some kits cut up of this exact version with our nice bright white. So,
and it's out of the Ladybug Mania collection from Clothworks. Perfect. Okay, next up is our beginner Bargello. So this is the original quilt. Fabric is no longer available, but we're going to show you 2 versions. So this is the original way.
And it's the one that is pictured on the cover. And so the reason we want to point this one out is we want you just to notice the size of this. This takes 8 1/4 yard cuts, and it does have to be the running yardage, not fat quarters, because you're going to cut strips. If you were to do 2 panels, if you wanted 8 1/2 yard cuts, you could basically double it. So see what the difference is? So that quilt before borders was 44 by 64. So this one with borders can end up being 64 by 88. So you can also turn it into a king by doing 4 panels, which will make sense, you know, when you get the pattern, but there's a chart in here. So again, the basic size, you could really make that, you could cut it and piece it, be done with your quilt top in probably 2 hours for everything. Super, super fast.
Yeah.
So really nice, something that has kind of a lot to look at, which makes it really cool. Timber. This one, we talk about this one a lot whenever you have a fabric that is just too pretty to cut up and you really want to show it off. So this one, again, fabric no longer available. This was fabric that arrived just a little while ago and we said, oh my gosh, that's exactly what we should make out of it. And now I don't think there's any of it left, but there was kind of a panel block. And then what it really is, if you look at this, this is just a great big, huge log cabin quilt. And because I don't always like a square quilt, we always put a little border at the top and at the bottom, and you can see the bottom. So super, super fast, easy quilt. If you're just going to do something really fast for a throw out of a fabric that you think is nice to, specific fabric for someone.
It would be fun also to do your center out of a t-shirt. If you have a someone graduating from high school and going to WSU, get a really cool t-shirt from the gift shop and make them something for their dorm room.
Yeah.
Put Minky on it, make it extra special.
Minky.
All right, and this one we just recently showed on a Fabric Chat.
Minky on the back.
Of course.
This one is on the fly, also our pattern, $4.99 for immediate download or a printed version. This one is really nice because it just takes, 6 fat quarters for your fish. And then this for your kind of main focus piece that you have, I'm just going to make sure, 1 yard and 2/3. And then for this little sashing piece and your binding, also 1 yard and 2/3. And then the background is 1 yard and 1/3. So
and the
an
other
easy
thing,
one to make.
really cool, if you actually have like migrating fish, you can also flip it the other way. So you might have your fish swimming upstream that way, and then your fishy following.
Looks like fish.
So you could easily flop it to go the other direction too.
Yeah, another fun quilt.
And this collection is Fanciful Sea Life from I think Clothworks again. I think this is Cloth or Micah Miller maybe. But we currently, as we're filming this, have that fabric.
I think we do still have that one.
Do you want to do that one?
Yeah, let's do this one. We have the tri-dazzle pattern here. Did we have a Oh, I know why. We'll show that one in a minute.
Okay.
So let's do this one. This one is just super, super fast, like almost like sinfully fast. But again, if you have a fabric that you just want to have some great big pieces and show off a lot of what's going on. This one is a Halloween quilt. We still have some kits of this and it makes a massive quilt. It would work for a twin size bed or a really large throw for the quilt, for the couch. And it's called 2x4. So it's just a great big huge block, fast to cut up. And I think all of these have matching videos. So if you wanted to really watch somebody piece it, you'd be able to do that. The exception to that is that the on the fly, this is like a full Zoom class, right?
Yeah, so what we did is we had a Zoom class, a live Zoom, that we taught everybody how to do it, and we recorded it. And then Brittany did her little bit of magic, edited out all the chitty chatty fun part of it, and now you just have the nitty gritty class. Yeah. So it's like $5 or $10, and you get a class, you get a link, and you can watch as many times as you want. Yeah. And it's just class form. You can sew with us as we're telling you how to do certain things if you find that you're struggling with the pattern.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that's a little bit more because it's instead of some of our videos are relatively fast, so it's a little bit more involved.
We don't have a lesson days.
Oh, we don't have a class. Yeah, Brittany is
This
telling
one's
us.
super fast.
Super simple. You don't need a class for this.
Yeah, even if you are a new sewer and you haven't really read patterns before,
you can do that.
You can do it.
That's an easy one. All right. We're getting a big, huge pile down here, but we have 3 more. And so the other 3 are actually a customer's quilts. There are patterns, and Brittany has just finished quilting them, and we have permission to show you. So the first one is what is this one?
This one is a jelly roll race.
A jelly roll race. And it's just always fun, even if you've already made one or you think you want to. Sometimes it's nice just to see it in another colorway. And again, this is just back from the quilter, so it hasn't been trimmed. Nothing else has happened, but you're still able to see how awesome. So
A Jelly Roll Race. Super cute.
Yep. From
Kansas
Troubles Fabric.
Mhm.
We're just going to add this to our Grippy Peach pile.
I love
this one. Bright Tri-Dazzle Minky on the back. And again, not trimmed yet or anything, but
Love it.
so sometimes, what happens is you get a layer cake, and the layer cakes, maybe if there's not enough color, this is what's really nice when there's massive color. I don't know if there was. I think there was a layer cake, right?
There might
Didn't
have
she
been
start with
Laurel
one?
Birch. Yeah, she must
Yeah.
have.
Oh,
Super cool. I love this.
super fun.
I love the little lime green cornerstones. It really does.
And it's also nice that she did black
Mhm.
as her sashing, because then it creates just a tiny little bit of separation with all of that color. But that is fantastic.
And the
That
Tri-Dazzle starts with 10-inch squares, but of course, cut your own.
Yeah, do
We
your
get
own
one,
thing. Just
whatever
10-inch squares, and that one has a really nice video with it.
This
and
one
then,
is so cool.
yeah, this one is Stars and Stripes. Pattern looks like this, and what's nice is you can put anything you want in here. So if you have a panel, or if you have a fabric that you think is absolutely awesome, like these zombies eating these brains. So that is awesome.
Super
so
fun.
super cute. Anytime there's something that, again, the fabric just does all the work for you, and you want to show that off.
Yeah.
This is
And you can make it with 5 2/3 yard cuts, or you can also use a pre-cut jelly roll pack.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Super cool. All right. So that's it. That was our big stack of quilts. We just thought we would catch you up and show you some of the fun things. And hopefully that creates just enough inspiration that you're ready to start your next project.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.